Hi guys! In this video, we're going to make a YouTube tutorial regarding Rubik's Cube and how to solve it. So, let's start! This tutorial consists of the following. So the first thing you need to do is use white as a base color because the white is a very comfortable color to use as a base. So the next thing you need to do is make a white cross pattern. So when making a white cross pattern, you need to line the color and the other color to the same color, such as this. The white and green are lined up. You need to do this until you make a white cross. So there it is, we already made a white cross pattern. So after making a white cross pattern, we need to proceed to the next step, which is the first two layers. So in solving the first two layers, you need to position the white corners along with its other colors to the place where all the colors along with that white corner resides. Like this: white, orange and blue, white, blue and red, and lastly the white, red and green. And we're done positioning the white corners. So after positioning the white corners, you need to find the edges that matches the colors along with its particular white corner. Line the edge to the same color like this. The color on the top of it is the color where you need to face. Just like this, the red is on the top, so you need to face the red color. In this case, the white color is what we can see in the corner of the red area. This is the algorithm we will use to solve this case. L prime, U, L, U prime, L prime, U, L. Now we solve one part of the first and second layer. Now in this part, you don't see a white color in the corner. Instead, you see a different color. To solve this, you still need to line the edge with the same color and face in the area of the color of what you can see on the top. L prime, U prime, L, U, L prime, U prime, L. And we're done with our step 3, which is the first two layers. Now let's proceed to the next step, which is the orientation of the last layer. So there are 6 steps of cross pattern in the orientation of the last layer, or the OLL, in a Rubik's Cube. The first one here is there is one solved corner along with the cross. In order to solve this, you need to face the missing corner of the yellow along with the unsolved corner and do this algorithm. L prime, U prime, L, U prime, L prime, 2U. The second here is that there are no corners oriented in the cross. Instead, there are 2 yellow corners in the front and back. To solve this, we need R, 2U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R prime. The third here is that there are still no solved corners in the cross, but the 2 yellow corners in the back are positioned differently. In this case, we need to do R, 2U, 2R, U prime, 2R, U prime, 2R, 2U, R. The fourth one here is that there are two solved corners in the cross. In this case, we need to face the corner of the middle of the two missing corners and look down and face the white. To solve this, we need U, R prime, U prime, L, U, R, U prime, L prime. The fifth one here is that there are two solved corners in the cross, but it forms like a tank. You can see that there are two missing yellow corners in the front and back. To solve this, we need to follow this algorithm. Lowercase r, U, R prime, U prime, L prime, U, R, U prime. The last one here is that there are two solved corners and form like a tank, but the missing corners are in one area. In this case, we need to follow this algorithm, which is R, U, R prime, U, R, 2U, 2R, U prime, R, U prime, R prime, 2U, R. We are now in the last part, which is the permutation of the last layer. In this case, where one area is solved and the other areas contain different colors, we need to follow this algorithm. R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, F, 2R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, and R. In this kind of situation where one area is solved and the rest have one unsolved edges, we need to face in the middle unsolved area and rotate where the color of the area we are facing resides. In this case, the green color is on the left part, therefore we need to do the left algorithm. 2L, U prime, L prime, U prime, L, U, L, U, L, U prime, L. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching.